Okay, hello, kisses. I just got off. I'm just jumping right back into it. I really need to go not pick up, but wake up a little bit because if she sleeps too late, then mommy doesn't get any sleep. So, but I know my husband, if it's too late, he'll go wake her. So hopefully he'll wake her because listen, we got another video to get to. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that one. And on to the next. There's a lot going on, and we got to get it out before I have to go for a few days. Okay? Here we go.
Harry and Meghan would accept an offer to spend Christmas with the royal family at Sandringham, but they are yet to receive such an invite from the King.
Why would they even expect one? The Duke of Sussex may have spoken to King Charles on his 75th birthday last week. We know that because they leaked it in advance.
But should they be welcomed with open arms, or has too much damage been said over the past year and course? We're joined now by royal broadcaster and historian Rafe Haydel-Mancu. Morning, Rafe. First of all, how do we keep hearing about these situations where Meghan and Harry are cast as the victims again in this royal story?
Well, of course, everything is now being briefed by friends and sources close. We know that the King was actually quite disappointed that the private phone call he had with Harry on the King's 75th birthday was yet again leaked to the press, and he's trying very much to have the focus on his
So, obviously, the phone call about the 75th birthday was leaked to the press. And Meghan and Harry are the corporate. They are the leakers. This is what I'm saying about she does the thing and then blames someone else doing it. She blamed the Beckhams on leaking. She blamed royal staff. She blamed the royals. I mean, they blame in the Daily Mail. They're suing people, talking about how they have leaked things. Meghan is the leaker. Okay? And so, but they keep playing this game with King Charles and the family as if they don't know. And they're like, okay, so here we go again. Even if we were trying to get back together as a family, how are we to do that when Meghan keeps trying to write the narrative, write the story, talk about things that we shouldn't even be privileged to? Like, why was it important, Meghan, for us to know that, first of all, you didn't get an invitation? And then number two, there was she's telling an entire story. We didn't get an invite, but by the way, whatever, that stupid stuff. And then she comes back and she says that everybody over here did a video for King Charles on his birthday. And leaking that information was coming from their camp. Let's go on. Let's continue. Let's see what he has to say about it. Because to my understanding, King Charles is not happy. And William don't even care because he don't even mess around with them. He knows better. And like one of my subscribers said, burn me once, shame on me. You burn me once, twice, 3 times, Hey, at some point you have to stop and say that Meghan plays games, and both of them at this point, because he's listening to her. She's controlling the narrative. And so he is in some dark cult that he can't get out of. And so it's Meghan. Because if she was supposed to be this wonderful woman, why would she allow half of the stuff that has been going on in their lives to come out if it's not for her personal gain? And then she wants to blame it on her husband. This is how evil it gets, is that it's not her, it's my husband. And he knows that she wants to blame him for the Obi Scobie book, all of that, about what's going on with the 75th birthday, the Christmas, and all of that. And he just sits back and does it. He allows this to continue. He's in a dark space. And he's a follower. He's not a leader at all. He leads a life of follow. When he got on that plane and said freedom, I lost Harry. I said, he's gone. I said, he can let this woman convince him to send him across the country so she can have full clawed access to him so she can just do whatever she wanted. And she did. She Oprah'd it, she Spotify'd it, she Netflixed it and spared it, and she let it all hang out. Because Harry, before her, was not doing this. And I don't care what the Sussex squad say, the non-Sussex, whatever. All of this is Meghan's fault. The one that's doing the most talking is the one that's doing the most.
Life, and whilst he's of course as a loving father, he's very.
She came out on the Oprah show. Harry didn't. And then when he did come out, he said a few things, and then she took up the conversation and started talking and taking over.
Happy to have a conversation with his estranged son. You know, he wasn't the one who was leaking this to the press. But, you know, I think this whole story is quite remarkable, you know. I mean, Christmas Day is infamously a day, you know, when, you know, we all have too many snowballs and cherry brandies and get into family fights. But you can just imagine in terms of Christmas fights, Harry and Meghan's presence at Sandringham would quite literally be a battle royale. And you can only imagine what, you know, the Prince and Princess of Wales will be thinking about the idea, about the prospect of having Christmas with Harry and Meghan, having their private conversations, as you just said, pop up in a future Netflix special or in a sequel to Harry's taggy memoir. But
you see it on her shirt. You see it, it's plain as day. What she's doing, she's recording. And people don't want to be recorded without their knowledge. And even those in Hollywood. But she doesn't get it because she lives in a bubble all by herself. And why did she not think that we wasn't going to see it? And to me, I'm thinking that the people in the crowd saw it too. And probably was like, what is that on her? I would have.
You know how far I would.
And I would not want to eat with them. I don't want them coming to Thanksgiving, for Christmas. Excuse me. No, no. Because then I won't be able to talk. I can't say nothing. I can't tell y'all that I went to the store or whatever and what I bought because Meghan gonna have it on a docuseries. Forget that. I ain't coming. I'm gonna go spend it with my mom and Catherine. I'm gonna go spend it with my mom. And you sit here and have it with them. With the two traitors, the two losers. Okay. Come on in. Come on in, Harry. Let's eat some dressing.
So we've come from all of this. You remember Harry's, arrogant demand that the royal family apologize and acknowledge their guilt for the treatment. Now we are seeing the quite opposite of it all. Pride comes before a fall. The king's actually stood his ground throughout all of this quite wisely. And in the end now, it's Prince Harry who has made the humiliating climb down.
I can't imagine any member of the royal family
humiliating climb
down. The damage, the hurt that they have caused. Queen Camilla has been personally criticised. The king, there was no public tribute to the king on his 75th birthday, but there was a private call which they leaked. Whereas in his 70th birthday, it was a very moving tribute from William and Harry to their father. And Oprah Winfrey, the book, Spare, I mean, it just goes on and on.
There's no way back from this. There's no way back. I don't know how she managed to become globally whatever and now become not one of the most disliked people in America and the United States. It's true. And I was listening to River today. It was so good. I may play a clip of it. But he was talking about how, and I said this on my last video, how Meghan keeps telling the same story over and over until people believe it. No, I'm throwing that out because it doesn't add up with what you said earlier. It doesn't add up. Your stories keep changing. And the lies keep coming out. Then we realize that it's a lie. And then I'm thinking to myself, am I digging too deep? No, it's right there in black and white. You can't say that you don't want to brand yourself and then fast forward it. You're branding yourself. She's doing that. And then in the interim, still trying to be relevant with the royal family. Throwing these little tidbits out. Let's reach out to the family. Honey.
Well, look.
Okay.
Let's just put this into everyday human context.
Sorry,
imagine, waging war on your family for years, trashing your family and revealing private conversations behind their back to everybody, causing your ailing grandmother untold anguish in her final months, undermining and attacking your father.
The laundry list of things that these two have done, and the nerve of them to want an apology. Like they're tone deaf, and we are sitting back watching them do it. We're sitting back watching them. We're sitting back watching the show. We're watching her trash and them do everything that this gentleman has said, and we're sitting back watching it. He's singing to her.
Humiliating and demeaning his wife at the very most delicate and sensitive moment in their whole lives, and generally doing everything possible to hog the limelight and cast a shadow over the most important family event in 70 years. And then after all of that...
Wow, he's getting it.
And having snubbed your father just 2 months ago when you were in the country, now you just want to walk back in to their lives for Christmas, perhaps because it suits your agenda for self-promotion.
Self-promotion.
Welcome back. We'll come.
Okay, hold on, guys.
Christmas in Miracle.
Here we go.
Welcome back. Well, Carlos, it's a Christmas miracle. Meghan and Harry are reportedly keen to extend an olive branch with their estranged family.
That's that stupid stuff. They are going to extend an olive branch. That's that dumb stuff. They need to stop with the stupid headlines, because it is not them that need to do the olive branching. Let's move on.
Christmas in Sandringham, if they could just secure an invite.
If we can just secure an invite, maybe we can squash this royal rift. There's no squashing anything until Jezebel is separated from the damsel in distress prince. He's going to have to separate himself. And right now they're stuck like glue. And as long as she's there, they will continue what they always do. Obi Scobie book. And the whole shebang, trashing and going in on trying to defame the royal family so they can stop their headlines as they continue to do good. Because the United Kingdom talks about Meghan and Harry on a daily basis. They don't do that over here in the United States. And Meghan knows that you guys talk about her. She does. And she keeps it stirring. But she's more concerned about what the United States is saying. And they're not saying anything because they don't care. Now, she did show up on TMZ at the Vanity. But so what? You have to have a new act. What you're going to be doing next week. Kim Kardashian. It's everywhere. But she has a brand. She's an ambassador brand already. Meghan can't make money in her sleep. Not like the Kardashians. But since she's the Duchess of Sussex, she should be able to do it. But now she wants to reconcile, sounds like, with her royal family. Why? You don't want to reconcile with your father. Why would you want to reconcile with some racists? I'm just saying, that's what you said, Harry. Meghan, that's what you said. You said that they were racist. Yes, sir. So why are you wanting to eat cranberry sauce with them, Meghan? Why don't you go on over there to your father since it's worse? She told us on the Oprah show that Wadey Katie wasn't the same thing as her being mistreated or feeling like she was black for the first time. So if that was the case, then why don't you go eat with Thomas Markle instead of going over there to the king? They closer. Or why not? Listen, you got Thanksgiving and Christmas over here. I'm sure she's celebrating this week, like we all are over here in the United States. It's Thanksgiving. Why don't she call her father up and invite him over to Montecito to eat turkey and see them kids for the first time? But no, because it's all about Meghan and her brand and her and what she wants. But she wants us to know that she didn't get invited to the birthday party. Oh, maybe she did. And then the phone call was leaked. Oh, what a quinky dink. And then they haven't got an invitation to go eat turkey with, no, is it turkey? Whatever, ham with King Charles on Christmas. I'm not eating cranberry with her because I might say something that might be in the news the next day. And if I don't want someone to know what I'm doing and eating on, then I better just stay home. No, nobody wants you there. So quit trying to force your way up into the kingdom when you kicked yourself out. No, you don't want to be there. You just want people to think that you have an invitation, that you have an open door policy to go in and out of the royal household when you get ready to, because you got it like that. No, everybody sees your relationship with your in-laws, that you hate them. According to the Sussex Squad, they're the enemies. And TMZ is even saying it. Well, she doesn't like them. You don't like who? Them, the ones that she trashed. It's an olive branch. Stop that. Stop that stupid stuff. Because ain't none of that going on and ain't none of that happening no time soon. William is not subjecting his family to her scrutiny. Why would he put his kids and his wife in harm's way, knowing that Meghan has a hidden agenda? Always. Because if it was just about her branding, we could have forgave her for that. But no, instead, she thought it was a good idea to trash the thing that made her be able to create her brand. Because that's why her brand won't kick off the ground, because you trashed the very thing that you need to become branded. Trust me, if she had went to that coordination, whether she was in the back, front, or side to side, people would be calling her more. Because at least she would have got an invitation. At least her foot was over there. Now she brings nothing to the table, to these royals, to the celebrities, her new family. Oprah don't want to interview Meghan no more. They're not best friends and hanging out and doing each other hair at night. That's over. Meghan has nothing else to give because she cut herself off. She cut all her pieces off. She's under other. She's not even a RHAHAR. Her friends are finna see how popular she is with the royals. Without them, she is nothing. The fascination that we have for her was that she was tied to the royal family. But since she's not over there in it no more, what's the fascination? Who gives a care? She's coming out with a story, with a book, lake thing. How many lake stories have you read and seen? Oh, what's going to make it different? Because Meghan's doing it? The Duchess of Sussex? My fascination with her is her shenanigans. I really didn't think that my channel would be going on this long. I swear. I thought I would have been off long time ago. She continues with the Meghan show. Let's see what he has to say about Meghan going to.
So much like any dysfunctional family, Prince William and Princess Kate are now threatening to boycott festivities if the California-based royals...
Oh, wait a minute. Red alert. Did they say Catherine and William are going to boycott it? That's word on the street. No, they're just not going to go. Listen, Daddy, if you want to spend time with Harry and his Jezebel, then do it. But listen, leave my family out of that, okay? Because I could forgive him. I forgave these idiots the first time when they went on the Oprah show and started talking crazy. And then they did the docuseries. And then they did the Spare. I'm done. There's nothing else to forgive. Because it continues. It's not going to stop, Dad. Has it? Haven't you told Harry to shut up and sit down and told his Jezebel not to do what she's been doing and ended up ending her career thinking she was going to end theirs? She thought she was going to bring down the kingdom with her sobbing, fake Rachel moment on the Oprah show and so forth. Instead of just coming over here, branding herself and keeping that line of communication open with the royal family so we can continue to see that they have a connection. She won't even let them see the kids. What the hell has King Charles did to Meghan that she won't let him see her grandkids?
Incredible detail here. To break it all down, Daily Mirror's Russell Myers. Rusty's on to it. Good morning, mate.
Welcome back. Well, Carlos, it's a Christmas.
So much like any dysfunctional family, Prince William and Princess Kate are now threatening to boycott festivities if the California-based royals are welcome. Incredible detail here. To break it all down, Daily Mirror's Russell Myers. Rusty's on to it. Good morning, mate. It seems all the Sussexes want for Christmas is an invite.
Oh, well, good morning to both of you. Well, I'm sure they do want an invite, but whether it will be forthcoming is another thing. I'm not sure you can go around trashing your family, writing books, appearing in Netflix specials, dragging all your dirty laundry through the mud, and still be invited around the Christmas table. But what is interesting is that the Sussexes seem to be on a different pole.
To break it all down, Daily Mirror's Russell Myers. Rusty's on to it. Good morning, mate. It seems all the Sussexes want for Christmas is an invite.
Oh, well, good morning to both of you. Well, I'm sure they do want an invite, but whether it will be forthcoming is another thing. I'm not sure you can go around trashing your family, writing books, appearing in Netflix specials, dragging all your dirty laundry through the mud, and still be invited around the Christmas.
Here we go. Here we go. This all comes back to the front. Always come back to the trashing. It always come back to them. I don't think that you can trash, and come back in.
Table. But what is interesting is that the Sussexes seem to be on a different path. There's definitely a lot of briefing from their camp saying that, you know, they would like to come, that they'd accept gladly this invitation. However, I'm not too sure other members of the family would be so forthcoming with their invites.
Oh, the audacity of it all, Rusty. Seriously, I mean, this is a time for families to come together.
Well, you may say so, Sarah.
I think he was cutting the leg off a deer.
Oh, it kind of looked a bit questionable.
Well, I'm not too sure though they were doing. But listen, if they were around the Christmas table, could you imagine the sort of eyes, the daggers going across the turkey
Very
as
quiet.
it was being
Pass
passed
the
over?
cranberry.
And I think the Waleses might have a get out here. They might choose to spend Christmas with Kate's family. It's been a few years since they have done. I don't think, the king is a gracious man. He might send them an invite, but whether we see them in Sandringham is another thing.
Well, you've got to build trust again. It's like when your wayward aunties and uncles come over at Christmas, and they just completely ruin Christmas. And then, you know, they want to come the next year, or you give them 5 years.
Speaking from experience,
no, they're not going to do a Netflix series.
Well, that's true.
All right, guys. I'm going to cut this one
Edward's
short.
here anyway. Prince Edward arrived in Sydney overnight. We've got the exclusive vision here. So exclusive. Did you go?
Okay, hold on.
Strange relationship, particularly with Prince William and Kate, it's been claimed, although royal sources suggest that actually William and Kate would rather be just less keen on the couple joining them for festive celebrations with turkey and all the trimmings, given as Harriet's just going to end up in their next documentary or memoirs. Well, joining me now to talk about this is Talk TV World correspondent Rupert Bell. Good afternoon to you, Rupert.
Watch what he said.
Thanks so much for joining us. Well, I mean, look, we always hear this story. Say, royal sources claim Harry and Meghan want to go. Royal sources claim William and Kate won't be very keen. Which royal sources do we believe? Is it even likely this will be on the cards?
I don't think it would be likely to be on the cards. Of course, we had this private conversation between Harry and the King last week as he celebrated his 75th birthday that suddenly became public news, that by all accounts they were showing videos and everything of the grandchildren, and it was a hint that relationships may be starting to improve.
Oh, okay. So King Charles get to see pictures of the kids and stuff and his grandkids, and Meghan ain't sent nothing over there to Thomas Markle, because he don't mean nothing to him. He can't do anything for his daughter financially, clout-wise. No, he's an embarrassment to her. She's embarrassed by him for some odd forsaken reason, Tyler Perry, which is stupid. Her father hasn't done anything to her. Check her background so you can see before you start making those blank statements about how her father is this and that, and you understand how family members can be this and that. Really? You can understand someone coming on national TV trashing you in front of everybody? No, you can't, because you would speak up and you would say something. But unlike them, they're dignified in their response. I switched it mid-sentence. I did. We're going to come back. No, everybody keeps, it bothers me because she acts like she's got one side that she needs to reconcile with. There's two sides. There's two sides that you have burnt bridges. And only one side you care for us to know about, because that's the important side. Or is it just Harry that's talking to his father? It's not you. Why would you allow pictures and balloons and them to say happy birthday to King Charles, and then you won't let your other father see them? Why? What's the difference, Meghan? I'll tell you what's the difference. One got more power than the other. People are more interested in the other one, huh? Get it? She can't. She can't. She can't do it. She can't help herself. And then she makes excuses why. He embarrassed her. He did this to her. He did that to her. All these grudges, all these things. And I would say, oh, she's holding on to past hurts and stuff, and she needs to forgive. No, Meghan has already just kicked these people to the curb and given us excuses on why she's kicked them to the curb. Not that any of it's true.
It's not just the relationship with the king, it's with the rest of the royal family. That is the problem. But obviously for the Meghan and Harry brand, it would look good to be photographed at Christmas. You know, it plays well. That's what their brand is about. They want to sort of be in the royal family, as it were, on their term.
Well, they want to go back to the A-list, don't they? Well, especially, you know, their big selling point. Look, you and I have discussed.
They want to go back to the A-list. They never had the A-list. This is Meghan's first time being with the A-listers, and she's not giving it up for anyone. Not Harry, not nothing. She's in where she's going to be, and she's not going anywhere.
There's a million times. The big selling point was, you know, we're royal family, but we're going to be talking and selling our stories and be celebrities. You do your Netflix, you got your Spotify deals, all of this. But actually,
Meghan's up at night planning and writing stuff down on what she wants to do next and what she wants to do next and what she wants to do next, trying to control everything. And as she tries to do that, the lies keep popping out. Yep, because either she's forgetting her lies or she's justifying them, like the jets and going on private planes and stuff, and telling us not to, talking about people, but then doing it themselves, telling us that we're wrong on social media to be talking about her and going after her, as she has a whole squad over there attacking her entire family. But it's okay if she does it, because for some reason it's okay. She's different.
Other than the documentary where they're basically spilling the beans on their years together, and giving away the most private moments, then criticising the press for looking at their private life.
Because it was fake. It was a fake love story. It wasn't a love story when it was on that docuseries. How can you tell a love story / trash at the same time? You can't get both stories at the same time. One gets deleted, and the one that got deleted was the love story, because I totally forgot that they were even. It was just such a fake, fictitious pretend of a love story. If you were going to make a story, you should have stuck to the love. But then you went to hate, trash. And then we couldn't help but hear that side of it and totally didn't see the love. And I don't see it today. They are having major issues in their relationship. It's over. It's been over. They're playing house like William and Jada did. That's what they're doing. Especially Meghan, because she needs him. She's on life support when it comes to everything that she's trying to do.
They basically had a
I
load
need
of
to
flops,
cut
haven't they?
this.
They've been dropped by
Sorry.
virtue,
I
everybody.
want to cut
It doesn't
so bad.
sell. They need to have some new stories.
It's
If
too
I were William and
long.
Kate or Charles and Camilla, I'd be thinking,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
need
want
to
you
cut
turning
it
up on Christmas
like about
Day
right
and
here.
everything I've told you turning up in a book 6 months later.
And that's the problem. Until they can get the trust back, it's not going to happen. But of course, Meghan was at this red carpet event last week saying we've got lots of projects.
Sorry, I'm touching my hair. I don't like it, so I am. Thank you for forgiving me for it.
Ready to be slated and going, and so there's an exciting time.
It's not an exciting time. Listen, it may look all flashy and fun, but faking and pretending and wanting to be an A-lister, it's how can you, because you're around them. I can't imagine, I can't imagine me doing everything I did to get here and then getting there and being like to myself, wasn't all it was hyped up to be. I trashed all these people to get here, to be branded, to be on Vanity, to sit down with the who's who's and be with the who's who's. And now it's not fulfilling. I bet she's not getting fulfilled. She's still going to be searching and looking and searching for something because nothing's going to make her happy. But honestly, I think me personally, I would feel some type of regret. But of course, she doesn't. Like, wow, I'm here and I'm alone. My husband's not by my side. Oh my God. Here, Eric's going to the store. And I'm like, we want to go with you. He's like, I can go and come back. And I was like, what, you don't want us to go because we'll get in your way? Just joking. But no, it's weird. What is it? This new Hollywood relationship that she has? She's standing on the red carpet alone. She was trying to make a statement. And I don't know what the Sussex Squad is over there talking about. Maybe they praising her like they do they goddess. Because I swear they're doing this. It's unhealthy. Their praise for her is unhealthy. Because even fans tend to say something about something every now and then. Not these. She's flawless. It's like a cult.
Just want to keep the publicity going as we celebrate the King's 75th, but they've always seemed to manage to come up with some stories to sort of counteract what Kate and William are doing. And it's a sort of PR war at times. And you think, oh, my goodness sake, all sides need to calm down. In many ways,
not all
the
sides,
royal family
just
want
one.
to get on with their life. And of course, we've got the Omid Scobie book coming up, which is going to dish more dirt on the
right,
royal
that's what
family.
you mean. What you mean, both sides? There's only one side that's talking. One. There's only one side that keeps opening her. I have to correct him because he seems to think that there's another side. If there was another side, then we all would be talking about that other side. And there's not, I mean, it is and it isn't. But all the other side do is just say yes or no. But they're not putting out stories and talking about these two in books and on the Oprah show and therapy sessions and stupid stuff. So it's only one. And one has got to get, it's not, they need to get it together. I want to hear it again.
Goodness sake, all sides need to.
All sides. Ain't no all sides. Stop it. Stop treating this as if there is another side that can sit down and rational and speak to these two on a level that they would understand. Because I'm sure they have told Harry and Meghan, listen, you guys need to stop the shenanigans. But they continue to do it. And so what do you do when someone continues? You have to step back and can just say, give it to them. So how is it both sides when only one side is doing the talking? One. No. Do we need to refresh his memory? She the one that leaked the birthday party. She the one came out with the source statement talking about how they can get an invitation and all this stuff. Shut up. We don't need to know. And why are they talking about anything that's going on over there at the UK anyway? They're not invited. They're not a part of that. They stepped down. They didn't want to be that anymore. So why are they even in the loop? Why are they even discussing anything? Why are they having a conversation with anyone in the royal family as if it was important or whatever? these two left the royal fold. They decided to leave on their own. Then they decided to trash. And then they decided to demand an apology that they will never get. Instead, they owed them an apology. Start there and then working your way back. No, Meghan wants an apology so that she can solidify all that BS that she said. The race, everything. If you imagine getting an apology, would admit guilt to everything that this idiot, well, her, has came out and accused them of. I'm not admitting to anything. You owe me an apology for talking about me without my consent. That's wrong. But here's the kicker. She's talking about cyberbullying and, how mental health and talking about online trolling. She doesn't have to do online trolling. She's just going to troll right there in front of you. She's just going to tell it just like it is. And she didn't think what she said hurt. But here's the thing. And then not only did it hurt the people because they took offense to her talking about something that they love and mistreating it.
In many ways, the royal family just want to get on with their life. And of course, we've got the Omid Scobie book coming up, which is going to dish more dirt.
Hello? Yeah. So how is it they? How is it them? No, both sides. It's not both sides. It's one side. Now, Omid Scobie coming out of a book and Meghan want to say that she wasn't a part of that. That's a bunch of BS. She's lying. Put her in front of a judge, let her wave her right hand. She's going to be like, oh, yeah, I forgot. Oops, I forgot. Of course you did. If anybody decides to challenge her with her stuff, they will see the lies start spewing out. We need this judge. I don't know what's going on with Samantha's case. Is it over? Did she lose? Did the judge throw it out? Because they can.
On the royal family.
We know that he's friends with and has spoken openly with Harry and Meghan, and that's the thing.
My dog know that Omid Scobie is best friends with Meghan and Harry. Everybody know.
But denials just don't come true. Look, the thing is, the American media, they're only interested, lots of papers reported this weekend, your last hit, in Hollywood.
Your last hit. She has, after her vanity thing, what's next? Who cares? Put on the next outfit, get it ready for your next gig. You got to constantly get out there and do whatever you need to continue to do to keep yourself in front, keep yourself in Hollywood. What's your next move, Meghan? Because the needle in your popularity hasn't moved to the right, left yet, because we see you out at Vanity Fair. It hasn't moved up. Okay.
In the celebrity world,
What's
you have
next?
to have something new to talk about. And basically, short of her putting out her birthing video.
What's next? She doesn't have a body of work. She has suits and acting like she had this big career and this big life before Harry. Look at me. You needed Harry. He didn't need you. You wasn't popular. Harry was. Harry was globally known. You wasn't even locally known. You were a D-lister. You didn't know any of them A-listers. And all of a sudden, you want us to think that you were some superstar before Harry. That's it. You were some star before Harry. You left all of this for him. No, he gave up a lot more than you did, honey boo-boo. Yeah. We'll do it tomorrow.
They haven't got much left unless they're in with the royal family. William and Meghan and Harry. Please don't put that out, please. We don't want to see it. But then you've got all the media in Britain. They're all on the side of the royal family, as remains in Windsor and Sandringham and Kensington Palace. It's a no-win for them.
No.
It is, and that's the problem. And until they can really build bridges properly, and that means probably shutting up for a...
They haven't even begun. They don't even know the closeness of it. And even then, to me, it would be so fake because it's a PR move. It really is. And I don't think that... Someone asked me a long time ago, do you ever think... And hello, subscriber out there. I've got some great subscribers. And I did finish the wine, by the way. This was from, I've been pouring in there, but anyway. I forgot what I was saying. I do that sometimes. Anyway, it happens. I'm shutting it down, guys.
6-7 months and
Never
not
gonna
saying
happen.
I'm praying and hoping that there's no news out tomorrow. Today was a big news day. Christmas. She wants to go to Christmas. I wanted to talk about her moment on the red carpet with that outfit and how she keeps wearing tan. And now I can talk about it because at first I didn't used to talk about the tan outfits because I just thought it was, okay, I don't care about that statement. But honestly, look at this. She specifically said that the royal family pretty much made her wear, or she had to wear certain neutral colors. Now all of a sudden, that's all you see her in. White, creams, tan. She had on one green dress, but everything else is grays, browns, and she lied. That's her lying. Those are more receipts. They keep coming out.
But that's what's got to happen. Because William and Kate are obviously at wit's end.
She would not be able to do a reality TV show because she would be lying to our faces all the time. I don't think that she could handle it. But at the end of the day, is she willing to give up Malibu? Because she may have to go that route.
With them, and the rest of the royal family are equally frustrated, and all the people around in the royal family. So Meghan and Harry have a problem as to how they move their brand on, and it is revealing itself at the moment.
I just did a video, Meghan's brand. What sense does that make? Meghan's brand, their brand. It was always a story because you have to create something for yourself. I do get that. But Meghan is doing this solo. She's showing us that. Okay. I guess she's going to produce the movie by herself and Harry's just going to look on. Neither one of them have experience in it. And you don't need a degree to be able to produce a movie or be an executive producer. But you do got to be a person to be able to listen to others. And she's not that person.
They don't seem to be doing a lot, even though
Rupert
they
Bell,
seem to
thank
be
you.
talking again.
Thank you very much indeed. Final, very quick word to Sam Armstrong on this. Do you think they're going to spend Christmas together?
No.
Look, it was their latest step on the worldwide privacy tour.
It's just, I mean, it's never going to happen. Well, you wouldn't invite a relative if they weren't a royal to the Christmas day if you knew everything was going to end up on social media the next day.
Bye, guys. Listen, have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for your support and your love. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. It's 2 videos. I am exhausted. I have been talking for 2 hours straight. Listen, have a wonderful Monday. If I don't see you, then I may, because I'm sure something's going to happen tomorrow. But if I don't, then we will catch up next week.